In today's class, let's discuss about modern management approaches. So in modern management approaches, we have quantitative or management science, systems approach and contingency approach. So we'll start with the quantitative approach. So as the name says, quantitative approaches basically deals with a measurement, a quantity. Okay, so let us understand what are the basic characteristics after understanding the definition. So quantitative approaches, it's characterized by its use of maths, stats and other quantitative techniques for management, decision making and problem solving. So students, here we use a quantity, we use the concepts of maths, we use the concepts of statistics. Okay. So using all these things, we use those quantities for our management, that is decision making in our management, and also we use it for problem solving. So the four characteristics are decision making focus, measurable criteria, quantitative model and the computers. Okay, so let us understand each of them, what it exactly does. The primary focus of the quantitative approach is on problems or situations that require some direct action or decision on the part of management. So students, under decision making focus, we understand, we basically understand the quantitative approach on problems. So main thing is understanding the quantitative approach on problems, which requires some direct action or some decisions. Okay, yeah. So the next one is measurable criteria. So if we have to make a decision, then we must set some measurable criteria. So based on this measurable criteria, we make the decision. Okay. So let us just read the definition once. The decision making process requires that the decision maker select some alternative course of action. The alternatives must be compared on the basis of some measurable criteria. Okay, even if we have some alternatives also, then even that alternatives we must compare it on the basis of some measurable criteria. Again, we use the concepts of maths and stats here for measuring things. So whenever the management takes a decision, it doesn't take decision on one single thing. It will have various alternatives in front of it. So it evaluates each alternatives and finally select the best one. Quantitative model, third one. So to assess the likely impact of each alternative on stated criteria, a quantitative model of the decision situation must be formulated. So we select various alternatives, and each alternatives we finally bring that in form of a model, and we work this model out. Okay, yeah. So this model is basically this model is basically required so that we can take decision, so that we means management can take decision. Okay, so this is about the quantitative model. Finally, computers. So all these entire things, whatever three things we have discussed now, so everything works on computers, and we need computers for the problem solving purpose. So the next one is systems approach. So the systems approach has four parts, mainly four parts it has. That is input part, input, processing, output, and the feedback. So input, it has all the raw materials. Okay, and these raw materials are processed. Okay, and we get the output. And whatever output we get, if it is good, then we take forward with decision making. Otherwise, we see through a feedback whether there is any problem in processing, or whether there is any problem in inputs, whether we need to change any input, or whether we need to change any processing style. Okay, so we make changes, then till we are satisfied, till our objectives are met, we go on changing. So that is what we do in feedback. Okay, So we can take under inputs, examples for inputs, there may be a people, information, maybe facilities, equipment, machinery, materials, supplies, or finances. It can be anything. Okay, so using these things we process. Okay, and we transform. Then we get the outputs. So what are the outputs? It may be a products, services, profits or losses, customer satisfaction. Okay, ethical behavior, good behavior, or socially responsible behavior. Okay, so let us understand a little more about the systems approach. So a system, what do you system students? It's a powerful collection of people or materials or objects, okay, and procedures for operating within an environment, okay, within a setup. So system has a boundary, we should know that. So as to achieve a predetermined objective. Okay, so till we achieve a predetermined objective, we go on in the loop. So that is what in the previous slide we had understood: input, processing, and output. So and feedback. So when do we go back in a feedback and change the input and in the processing style? We do that only when we have not achieved a predetermined objective. When we achieve a predetermined objective, we go forward. It's as simple as that. Okay, yeah. What is a system? A system is a set of interdependent parts. Okay, that is the input is a part, output is a part, processing style is a part, or maybe feedback loop is a part. So it's a set of interdependent parts. It can be either open or closed. Okay, closed means it's not taking any output from its environment system. Okay, open means it takes inputs from inputs from its environment, as simple as that. Okay, closed means it doesn't take inputs. Open means it takes. It has a boundary. See, every system is bound, we need to know that. Okay, it has an endpoint. Manager integrates his available facilities with goal uh, achievement. So all these facilities he use manager, and finally takes a approach. Finally, one particular approach, suitable approach he takes, and finally a goal should be achieved. Uses quick perception, that is quick understanding, and better planning. So we can do this is the uses of systems. And remember the systems approach and the previous one quantitative approach. So all these things are the modern approaches which are still used in these days also. Limitations. So a kind of very complicated, and it's also expensive. Okay, next one, contingency approach. So what is a contingency approach? So a contingency approach says that there's no best approach. So there's no best approach to management. So everything depends on the situation. Okay, for different situation we need to use different approach. So it's as simple as that. Okay, so that's what it says. It says that a manager are responsible for determining which approach is likely to be most effective in the given situation. This requires managers to identify the key contingencies in a given situation. Okay. There are three examples are small batch technology, okay, where people work in small batches, and mass production technology. It's a huge setup, okay, and a continuous process technology. Whenever we deal with some chemicals, where continuously the research or continuously the work happens, okay. So such kind of technology. So there we use continuous process technology. Okay, thank you.